Okay, Aquarius, welcome to 7-Star Tarot. This is a reading for you if you have Aquarius in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs, or anywhere else in your chart for that matter. As you probably know, a tarot reading is a map of the universe at a particular time, like a snapshot. And so if this is not an accurate map of your universe at the moment, then please maybe go and investigate some of your other replacements or another tarot reader and check back later. So we're using this little psychic tarot deck, which I haven't used for a while. So we have the solar plexus chakra coming up, the fulfillment of wishes in the reverse, the sacral chakra, and the memories of love. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Because look at these two cards. They've both got the... this camera... They've both got yellow, which is obviously the solar plexus, which is the center of the will. So you direct your willpower outwards from the solar plexus chakra in order that you can fulfill your wishes. It's come up in the reverse here. And then we also have with the sacral chakra, and again, interestingly, there's a color overlap here, isn't there? You see these are more like orangey, which is supposedly the color of the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is about, I guess it is sort of about love, really. It's about emotions, certainly. Partially about life force, although that would tend to be more the root chakra, or maybe it is more about life force, the sacral chakra. If you have any opinions on that, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And we have memories of love. So I am intrigued about why fulfillment of wishes is in the reverse. So let's read that one. Okay, so it's saying your soul... Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. So this is the Nine of Earth, isn't it? Because it's green. Okay. The green is the emotions in this deck. So that's the Nine of Cups. I don't really understand why they don't have a 10 in this deck, but anyway. Nine of Cups, fulfillment of wishes. Okay, so something that you've been trying to do has not come to fulfillment. Emotional satisfaction, contentment, and enjoyment. Your wishes are coming true, but it came in the reverse. This card acts as a reminder to hold on to the beneficial feelings from accepting and receiving what you've asked or strived for. So maybe you feel like you're not really achieving what you had hoped to achieve. And then here we have the memories of love, which is the 6. The 6 of Cups, essentially, the 6 of emotions. So what I'm getting from this is you may be at a time, if I can speak properly, at the moment, where you may be putting effort in to achieving your goals, but you don't feel like you're able to kind of manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest. And maybe this is coming down to, obviously, the sacral chakra is just underneath the solar plexus, and it's kind of forms a base, if you like, for the solar plexus. So maybe these kind of memories of love, You may feel like you are being drawn back into memories from the past. Yeah, possibly painful memories of the past. Shall we see what this says? I am interested in the description. You may find yourself walking down memory lane at this time. This nostalgic card could indicate that an old friend or acquaintance from the past may step back into your life, or maybe you're thinking or hoping for a person from the past to step back into your life. Does this person, these happy forgotten moments, or those innocent childhood memories encourage you to recall and welcome the energy of love? Is there a message or lesson from these fond recollections that could benefit you in your present life? Number 6 card relates to support, dedication, unity, and a need for balance in the areas of emotions and love. Your heart and soul are asking you to not dwell on the past, but use the inspiration and joy from that time to assist you in the here and now. Well, that's all very well to say, isn't it? But if you do feel like you're dwelling on the past, it sometimes can be very difficult. Release yourself from that. So let's get some tarot cards into the situation and see if we can make some sense of this. Okay, this one was left in the box, so what's that? The King of Cups in the reverse, the male King of Cups. Here he is. But he's in the reverse, so I think you were dealing with someone who was maybe very silent. Maybe they had a lot of feelings for you, but they were very silent about those feelings. They weren't very expressive about those feelings. Maybe they were quite imbalanced. Obviously the King of Cups is balanced, you know, controlled in his emotions, but he does feel very deeply. So maybe this is someone who wasn't particularly balanced in their emotions. So I think this person probably belongs over here. So what else do we have with memories of love for Aquarius in the, there we go, Knight of Wands, in the new moon? Well, we're just after the new moon, aren't we? We're coming into the new moon cycle for December, essentially, which is going to lead up to our full moon at some point in December. Probably around just before Christmas time, I guess. So that is the cycle that we are in at the moment, and possibly the cycle that we are speaking about here. So we have the King of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. This is you, is it not, Aquarius? So you are seeing things clearly. She has her telescope there, sitting on top of the hot air balloon. From a high perspective, Queen of Swords, someone who's suffered a great deal, probably at the hands of this King of Cups in the reverse. The moon is about dark night of the soul, deep well of emotions, so you may have felt or you may feel that these memories of love are bringing up some strong emotions from a potentially quite a deep well. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, so in the upright, this lady is very balanced, able to balance all of her many different tasks. She's there in the city getting things done, assumedly, and living her life in a balanced way. So we are upside down with that. So maybe you feel that the depth of, or you felt perhaps in the past, that the depth of the emotions that were felt in these memories of love, or the memories of this person who probably wasn't very nice. We have the Knight of Wands here, so Knight of Wands energy probably is going to go with the King of Cups. So paired with a lack of emotionality or an unstable sense of emotionality, the Knight of Wands doesn't make a very good pair. This is someone who will tend to be in and out, probably quite an attention-seeking person. You know, this woman's jumping through the fiery hoop with the horse. She likes all the eyes to be on her. Yeah, so we have there's a masculine and a sort of feminine energy going on here. So could be a male or female that you are dealing with. Could be someone who's maybe quite sort of androgynous in some ways. Someone whose masculine side maybe is more toxic than their feminine side, potentially. Yeah, I think this person likes kind of risky behavior. Jumping through this hoop is a pretty risky thing, you know. Maybe they do risky behaviors in order to get attention from others. That's kind of how they've found that they, you know, get their kind of attentional needs met. So this person is probably quite focused on themselves, on their own emotionality and on their own sort of activities. As the Queen of Swords, I think, you know, you saw that the emotions you were having for this person were essentially bringing you off balance, and therefore became the Queen of Swords, which is someone who is able to manage their emotions, someone who's able to, if necessary, cut those emotions off, or I think you're able to use the emotions, you know, that you have at this point, probably. I'm imagining that this is some distance in the past, because with the Queen of Swords in the upright, you're able to have that distance from the emotions, to see that indeed that the depth of, I think that these emotions have come from a very deep well. You know, maybe you did have a lot of feelings for this person. Maybe they hurt you a good deal, which is why you're still dwelling on the memories of love, and that your sacral chakra is being affected. So, but the chakras the chakra cards are upright, which means that we're not necessarily kind of looking at any problems in these areas, although we do have the fulfillment of wishes in the upside down. I do get the sense that the emotional center, which is the sacral, and the center of willpower, which is the solar plexus, they are kind of functioning. But maybe you're not feeling like you're achieving much because of the distractions that are being caused by these kind of memories of this experience that you've had. But certainly with the Queen of Swords there, it's not the most comfortable energy to be in as the Queen of Swords, because it is someone who's aware of the hurt and the suffering that has been inflicted upon you. But you are able to use that to inform your actions, I think. So what do we have to find out about the solar plexus chakra? So we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Lovers came out on the side. Okay, there's a nice full story there, isn't there? So we got 1, 2, 3. Ooh, the Tower. Four of Swords in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. What an interesting story this looks like. So the King of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe you're dealing with an earth sign. But so we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. So I think this is historical again. So in the past, this person that you dealt with was perhaps quite materialistic, focused on, that's a confirmation, I think, focused on the things in the material world, and maybe they didn't have very much either. You know, they may have been suffering from poverty, or you know, they may have come from quite a poor background, or you know, not kind of feeling able to manifest things. Someone who was not really kind of able to manage their physical affairs. Probably someone who's, I was pointing at the sacral there, but maybe their sacral chakra, or maybe more so their root chakra, was not kind of functioning. They didn't have a very good degree of stability, and that potentially caused problems for you. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So maybe you were holding on to this person for some time. Also, maybe this person's lack of, I'm going to just say lack of abundance, essentially, the problems and then their and it's like the problems that they had with being established in the physical world, with money, with material possessions and so forth, is almost kind of mirrored on the other hand with their obsession with those things, or fixation on those things maybe. And so this could have caused you to take a loss. The Four of Pentacles in reverse could be to do with losing money, not being able to hold on to the things that you had, which would make sense with a person like this. Maybe they either demanded too much of you, or maybe just simply due to their lack of having things, you were tending to pay for dinners, or wanting to help them out in particular ways. And the Lovers on the side is sort of saying to me that it's almost like your ability to give this person what you had determined whether or not you would receive love and be able to be in this happy relationship. So maybe the happiness of the relationship was contingent on you giving away to this person the things that you worked so hard to attain for yourself. This lady in the Four of Pentacles has this lovely manor house and her garden. She's obviously worked very diligently to achieve these things, but the King of Pentacles in the reverse just kind of wants to take them. So of course then we have the Tower, which came. And the reason I think the story is coming out here underneath the solar plexus chakra is, and the reversed fulfillment of wishes is, I think it's telling us, what Spirit is telling us is the story of how you've come to a place of not feeling like that when you accomplish something, that you are actually fulfilling your wishes. But I am getting a strong sense that this isn't actually saying that you're not fulfilling your wishes, because the solar plexus chakra is in the upright. I think you are achieving things on a regular basis. I think you are moving forward, Aquarius, bit by bit, and at a pace which is reasonable to do so. Bear in mind it is winter at the moment. Things in most anyway in the northern hemisphere, things are generally going to be moving slower, but notwithstanding that, I am getting a feeling that the person I'm speaking to is making progress, but just doesn't feel like they are. And it's because of this potentially kind of traumatic experience. I mean, this kind of, if this is your story where the love is kind of was contingent on you providing for this person, then that is a traumatic experience. That's almost a kind of like abusive relationship in some way. It's like sort of potentially emotionally abusive, which the King of Cups in the reverse can be, especially with the Knight of Wands. Can be quite narcissistic there. So we had the Tower, which is the crumbling of something which was not meant to be. Four of Swords in the reverse, which was a time where you may have felt it difficult to rest and recuperate, difficult to recover from the breakdown of this relationship. You clearly had a lot of love for this person, to still be thinking about them, to have this depth of emotions, and and to have provided for this person in order that, you know, you could be in this happy, loving relationship. And so, again, this sort of almost like emotional turmoil in relation to, you know, the physical kind of realm, or, you know, the ability to also the ability to have your wishes fulfilled. Clearly this person wasn't really fulfilling your wishes, because that kind of codependent relationship is very unfulfilling. But then we have the Ten of Pentacles coming in, you know, as a like nice final surprise, to say that I think this Ten of Pentacles is saying this is what you're capable of. This is what you wanted with this person, and if it, I'm almost getting like, if it wasn't for them, you would have been able to achieve it. And so I think now what the Ten of Pentacles is saying, because it's a very, very positive card, it's talking about generational wealth, the achievement of, you know, all of your material goals, having a stable and happy home life, and essentially, you know, being wealthy in whatever format that means for you, being wealthy, being abundant, and having the people around you who you want to share that with. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be this person. This person looks like they've been left in the past with the Tower, or, you know, currently being left in the past. So certainly very positive there. Let's look at the Energy Oracle, see if we have some advice for, you know, if you are in a situation now where you don't feel like you're able to get the rest that you need, or to kind of recover from this situation. I think what this is saying here is maybe let yourself off the hook a little bit. You know, acknowledge the good that you have done up until this point, you know, for others and for yourself. Also acknowledge the potential that you have. And just because you haven't achieved that potential as of yet doesn't mean that you've failed in any way. It simply means that you're not dead yet. There's always more potential to achieve while we're alive. So we have the man holding the coin there. So I think this is sort of saying, yeah, tap into that masculine energy of creating wealth. What do we have to say about the Four of Swords in the reverse? The Temple Path. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think this is what we want to hear. The Temple Path in the reverse is speaking about the fact that you are on your journey, your spiritual journey. This is your spiritual path. Everything that's happened here has been your spiritual path, and everything that's happening now continues to be your spiritual path. With it in the reverse, there is a sense that somehow you've come off your path, you've lost your way, but that isn't in fact the case. You haven't lost your way. All of this has been a crucial experience to bring you to where you are at now. And I think acknowledging that, taking the time you need to recover emotionally, which does take time to recover from a loss, to recover from grief, to learn how to deal with grief, and to move on from a relationship which was either damaging or abusive, or at the very least, any breakup. is upsetting. So, from the wisdom of the Oracle, we have co-create and poised. So, I am going to read these for us. Number 40. And number 40 might be relevant for you. Maybe 40 years old, or 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 is all about stability. So, what it says is, you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You're a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with universal spirit. You're a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. It's good. So yeah, just a reminder that you are constantly co-creating with spirit, and that you are on your way to achieving everything you want to achieve, particularly in the material world here as well. Seems to be relevant at this point. So we also have poised. I'm going to read the prosperity message on this one. You have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. So yes, I think what Spirit is saying here is that you are ready, you are in the right place, you haven't done anything wrong, you've done your best with every situation that you've been presented with. Yes, things may seem difficult at the moment, you may feel like you're not achieving everything you want to achieve, but you are on the path to doing so, and it is the path that matters, not the destination. And so I hope this was helpful for you, Aquarius, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.